Hey everyone, I wanted to come on and introduce myself through video really quick. I know we'll get to meet each other really soon as school gets started. Yes, you do hear thunder in the background. So I can't be with you this week as you are going through your boot camp, so to speak, but I wanted to be with you in some way, shape, or form. So I will have some information that's just very general about math, science, social studies, a touch on MTSS, you might have heard RtI, and a touch on achievement teams. So I will go through some of that here in the video. So hopefully you're watching this first, and then there'll just be a couple of quick notes on the slides. So I don't remember the exact order in the slides. So this might not go in the same order, but that's okay. So first up, achievement teams. So as you know, data drives our instruction. So our data, to me, data tells a story. And it's not just about numbers. A kid is not a number. A scholar is not a number. A scholar is a person. And we have got to dive into this mystery of who that person is, figure out what do they know, and work from those funds of knowledge. So we have to, do some assessments. They can be very informal assessments to get to know our kids as we begin the school year. So you're going to do that in math, science, social studies, ELA, in all ways that you can think, so you can know what are the students coming to you with from the get-go, and you can work from there. And we're going to do that all year long. We are going to meet weekly. I'm assuming that might change. We have some training coming up this week, so we'll have a little bit better direction. Each year we work really hard to become better at the things that we're doing, and then we bring it out to you as well. So as research shows different things that are important and improve our instruction for our students, we bring that to you. So as one of your coaches, reach out to me. That's what I am here for. I'm here to support you, to help you improve in the areas that you're like, hey, I'm really good at this, but I really need some help here. So that's what I'm here for. So part of that is through the achievement team process. How do I look at my data? How do I analyze my data? How do I make instructional decisions based on that data? The next thing, RtI or MTSS. Again, we are revamping and reworking some things as a district, so I can't speak completely to what the future holds, but I will say we have a pretty strong process going on with that as far as our students. So as of right now, we meet once a month as an entire grade level school leadership team and school psychologist. Hopefully that will continue. We'll see what happens. We also have interventionists who work with our students, and we are finally at that point where our interventionists are working with our tier 3 students, so our neediest of the needy, the ones who need to build up a lot of foundation. So the things that the interventionists are going to work with your students are possibly and most likely not exactly what you're doing in the classroom, because these students are missing some foundational skills. So say you have a 4th grader and they are functioning at a kindergarten, 1st grade level. We can't expect them to, be doing long division if they can't figure out basic addition and subtraction. So when you see that there's a little bit of a disconnect, it's because they're working on numeracy and things like that. And that's for the math side. For the ELA side, say for example, you're diving into summarizing, synthesizing, theme, things like that. Well, there's a base, there's a foundation, and some of our students need to work on those foundations. So that would be our tier 3 interventions. You are also an interventionist. So you have tier 1, tier 2, and you still have to see those tier 3 babies as well. So know that we are here to support you every step of the way. Progress monitoring is going to be huge. So if you need assistance on running records, on comprehension questions and things like that, your coaches are here for you. We have a dedicated literacy coach, so we are blessed in that aspect as well. So reach out to Emily. She's got some things up her sleeve to help you with for that, to get some, guided reading and strategic reading groups going in your classroom to meet the needs of your students. Whew, that's a lot, and that's just 2 areas. Okay, so I'm trying to keep this 10 minutes or less because we know got to get it short. So let's go to math. So with math, you will be receiving, and I don't have the officially released new guides for math right now, But we do have new, I don't want to call them pacing guides, more like curriculum guides, unit planning structures in place that were developed with support from the coaches, but mainly developed from the teachers. So a lot of teacher input. At the end of last year, teachers came together over the summer to write these units. So we have spent a year with our newly adopted math curriculum, and we were able to figure out, okay, we need to switch this unit with this unit with regards to big ideas, and we actually have big ideas coming in to do some training of their own when you return officially, start your school year with us. So that's exciting because our teachers haven't had that in the past when we first got started last year, so everybody's going to get that at one time. And I'm sure we are going to go over those new planning guides and those unit plans as well together. So don't stress about that. The things I want you to keep in mind that I really want to see in the classroom are math talk. So that mathematical discourse, our students have got to be thinking and they've got to be talking about numbers flexibly. So I need to see that in the classroom. And if you don't have any clue what I'm talking about, come see me, because that's what I really want to hone in on that this year. And problem solver, it's not just the word problems in the book. So talk with me. We definitely have resources available, and we want to shore up that problem solver block. We've got fluency. Fluency is only about 5 minutes. We really need to work on flexibility with numbers and things like that, and we'll definitely work on some fluency. But again, that's 5 minutes of your time. And then your big block of time, that's your direct instruction. And direct instruction, you might have a mini lesson, guided groups, collaborative groups going on, independent work, shared time. So very similar to a math workshop. We're not to a ELA workshop, but we're not calling it math workshop. But those are all components that we can include in there. So I'm excited to be able to work with you. I'm actually going to present at the math conference this year, so be on the lookout, because I'm looking for some volunteer teachers early in the year to allow me to come into their classrooms so I can actually gather some authentic student data on the topic that I'm going to be presenting on. So be on the lookout for that email early in the school year, because I want to get into your classrooms for that purpose. It's a learning curve for me, so we'll get to learn together for that one. Next up, social studies. So as of right now, I have not heard of any new social studies curriculum, even though our social studies standards changed. So I will just simply, provide you with links and support where I can for the social studies piece. I would think the toughest grade level is 3rd grade as far as teaching social studies. And then science. Science is undergoing like the biggest, best change that I have seen in 18 years of me being in education for 18 years. So I was excited when our 2014 standards came out, and I was excited when I learned what the science and engineering processes, what that meant for science, and I didn't see it come to fruition. And I know it's because we failed as far as the professional development side and understanding how to embed all of that into science instruction. So I've been working with State Department this summer, diving really deep into our new 2021 standards, and I've reached out. We have a dedicated science coordinator in our district for the first time, probably since 2010, 2011, 12. We've had people who are in dual roles, triple roles, quadruple roles, fulfill that science coordinator piece, but this year we have a dedicated science coordinator. So I know we've got some exciting things to come. I have reached out to her, and with the exception at the elementary school of 4th grade, everyone's going to dive into these new standards. So it's going to look scary because there's a lot that has to be intertwined and interwoven. The exciting thing for me are these things called CCCs, the cross-cutting concepts, because it's going to embed a lot of ELA into our science instruction. And so we're not going to always be putting science to the wayside, because we're going to get a chance to incorporate all of that into our instruction as well. So when you look at those science standards, if you've looked at them, if you've pulled them up, don't panic. We've got you covered. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little tough to get going at first. It's going to be very different than what you've ever experienced. It's going to be new for all of us. It's going to be new for our current teachers, our teachers who've been teaching 20 plus years. it's a new way of thinking about it, but it's an exciting way, and it's all about the kids and it's for the kids. So I can't wait to work with you on science as well. So again, it's Brandy Cade. I'll share with you my cell phone number shortly. I might even put that on a slide so you can reach out, text me. You can also email me. I'm excited to have each and every single one of you working with our scholars this year. And again, sorry I couldn't be with you, but it's family vacation time. And so I just wanted to come on at least through video to talk to you really quick. Thanks for your time.